Hi boys and girls. Today's learning target is I can tell if a number is odd or even. So knowing which numbers are odd and even and how odd and even numbers work is going to help you solve different kinds of math problems. It's going to help with learning your addition and subtraction facts and being able to tell if answers make sense. It's also going to help you when you get to multiplication and figuring out different rules for how different kinds of multiplication problems work. It'll even help you when you start learning about measuring area, the space inside a shape. So, knowing your odd and even numbers is a building block that will help you with a lot of math stuff coming in the future. So, let's get started. Okay, let's talk about understanding even and odd numbers. So, some numbers you can break into groups of 2, like these 8 socks. Look, you can make each of the 8 socks into a pair of 2. 2, 4, 6, 8. But sometimes when you make groups of 2, there's a leftover. Imagine circling groups of 2 shoes here. You could imagine it in different ways. You might have seen the groups of 2 like this, or you might have imagined them like this. But whichever way you imagined it, there was one shoe left without a partner. There's one left over. The socks were an even number of socks. 8 is even because they all had partners. You could break them into groups of 2 with no leftovers. But the shoes, that's an odd number. Odd numbers can't be made into groups of 2. They always have a leftover. There's 2 ways to check if a number is odd or even. You can do what we just did and make groups of 2. A number's even if you make groups of 2 and have no leftovers. For example, here, there were 6 dots, and there are no leftovers when we make groups of 2, so 6 is an even number. A number is odd if you make groups of 2 and have 1 left over. Here there's 1 left over, so 5 was an odd number. Think about it like times when you are in a classroom and you need to have everybody with a partner. Sometimes it works and everybody gets a partner to work with. But other times there's somebody left over. There's no partner for them, so the teacher has to do something different. That depends on whether there are an even or odd number of kids. The other way to check if a number is even or odd is to try and make 2 equal groups. This is like if you were trying to make 2 teams. A number is even if you can make 2 equal groups or teams. That 6 is still even because we can make 2 equal groups. Each group has the same, so 6 is even. A number is odd if you cannot make 2 equal groups. Here, the groups are different sizes. One group has 3 and one group has 2. Because each group has a different number, 5 is an odd number. So thinking back to our real-life examples, if you were trying to make 2 teams to play a game, and the teams were equal, you had an even number of kids. But if you tried to make 2 teams and one of the groups had one more kid than the other, that means you had an odd number of kids. So now let's connect what we know about odd and even numbers with what we know about doubles and near doubles. Remember, a double math fact is when you add the same number together, like 2 plus 2, it's the same number. Or 10 plus 10, 5 plus 5, and other equations like that. Anytime that you are adding the same number to itself. A near double is almost a double, it just has one more. So one of the digits will be bigger, like 2 plus 3. 3 is 1 bigger than 2 plus 2. Sorry, 3 is 1 bigger than 2, so this one is 1 bigger than the answer 2 plus 2. If 10 plus 10 was a double, 10 plus 11 would be a near double. 5 plus 5 was a double. 6 is 1 bigger than 5, so 6 plus 5 is a near double. Okay, so we're going to connect doubles and near doubles to odd and even numbers. So think back to the example of the even numbers having equal teams. So in this picture, there were 6 dots, and 6 is an even number because you can make 2 equal teams. It matches with a doubles equation. 3 kids on one team plus 3 kids on the other team is 6 kids altogether. All doubles are even numbers. All the doubles have even answers because you can think of them as 2 equal teams. For example, the double 4 plus 4 is like 2 equal teams of 4, so the answer would be even. 8 plus 8 is like 2 equal teams of 8. The answer would be even. 20 plus 20 is big, but it's 2 equal teams of 20. The answer is going to be even. 7 plus 7 is a double. It's like 2 equal teams of 7. The answer to that equation would be even. 11 plus 11 is another big double, but it's like 2 equal teams of 11. The answer to that equation will also be even. All doubles facts have even answers. The near doubles math facts always have odd answers. So here is 2 plus 2 equals 4. It's a double fact, so the answer is even. Here is one team of 2. Here's the other team of 2. So 4 is an even number. You can make 2 equal teams. But here is 2 plus 3. That's a near double fact because 3 is just 1 larger than 2. You could make 2 equal teams, but there's 1 left over. You can also think of it as 2 plus 2, the double, plus 1 extra equals 5. So we know that this is an odd answer because it has 1 left over. Here's another picture of an odd number. Can you see it as a double with 1 extra? Where do you see the doubles? Where do you see the extra star? Pause the video if you need more time to look at this. Here's how we saw it. The blue circle bits show the double. 5 plus 5 is 10. The red circle bit shows the leftover star. You could put it in the equation by going 5 plus 5 plus 1 more. A near double because it's a double plus 1 more. We also know the answer is odd because the red star isn't part of the equal teams. It's a leftover. We'll do a little more practice with that in our groups, but the important thing to remember is doubles math facts always have even answers, and near doubles math facts always have odd answers. Okay, this is your assignment that you're going to turn in today in Google Forms. First of all, you've got to put your name at the beginning so I know whose answers these are. Most of the questions have a picture. At the top, there is the number of things in the picture. 15 is blank. You need to tell me if it's odd or even, and you can use the picture to help you. The other problems are pretty similar until you get down here. Here, I'm asking the same question, but this time I didn't give you a picture to help you. Is 9 an odd number or an even number? Choose one. Down here is a short answer where you're going to type some words. The question is, how did you know whether 9 was odd or even? So give me about one sentence explaining what your brain did or what tool you used to figure out whether 9 was odd or even. That's all for now. See you in the next video.